afternoon, wetshaving enthusiasts and newbies. Welcome back into the rabbit hole with Cal Shaves. And how in the heck are you guys doing? How was your disc golf game going? We played yesterday and I had a horrible game. The rain never stops today. Gonna get it back out and do some more practice before I gotta go trucking tomorrow. So, let's talk about the shave. Recently, I was sent a set from Phoenix Shaving for review purposes of their new release, Viloma. Much thanks to Doug and Fran and Huxley. Really interesting scent on this. Gotta love those labels. Awesomeness. As I previously said in a recent video about Doug and Fran not putting out soap for the sake of putting out soap, Fran and Douglas are nothing if not great storytellers. For them, it's not enough to come up with a fantastic scent, give it a catchy name, and slap a cute label on it. They have to give it a story, a background, a history. They have to breathe life into it, and it has to mean something for the person using that product. And Viloma continues the same. It's not soap for the sake of soap. They have a story to go with it. Stay tuned to my multi-speed shave. I forgot my cordless mic in the truck. You guys know I record content from time to time in the truck, so the audio quality sucks here. I'm going to do some voiceover work from the truck when I get parked for the day and where our cordless mic is. But here's a story to go with it. We'll get into the details. But firstly, let me tell you about the scent notes on this. Notes written down. Top notes of lemon, violet, spice. Middle notes of myrrh, oud, and vanilla. Base notes of amber and woody. I'm not a huge fan of oud. It's not one of my primary scents. But this is really interesting. I know a lot of the guys really love it. To explain to you a little bit how scent notes work. Scent notes are listed in kind of the way that they disperse. Like your lemon, your violet, and your spice are going to be the first to kind of, you're going to get all of these notes, but those are going to be the first that dissipate. And then your middle notes of myrrh, oud, and vanilla, they're going to dissipate. And then you're going to get down to the deep amber and woodiness. So that's, over throughout the day. And I also find that as I learn more about scents and fragrances and all that, that fragrances are kind of like the northern lights. They're always there, but they're always moving around, right? And you get different things at different times. And as your body temperature changes, I said, the way that this smells off the tub is not the way it's going to smell on your face. When you apply the aftershave, this out of the bottle is not going to smell the way that it smells on you. It's not going to be the way that it smells on me necessarily. And give it some time. The scent profile is going to move around a little bit. But, and because it's listed on here and part of the story, we are going to go with my Fantasma. This is, what the heck does he call this? It is an open comb double slant. And check out the torque on that blade. Now, I've got it loaded with a strangelet. I ran out, so I recently bought a new tuck. I've already given 2 out to a buddy with a freebie that I was giving away. I bought a set of these soap guitar picks quite a while ago. I haven't really used them, so let me show you something here. I have to shut off the lights and close the blinds here. So, check that out. Now, I have used this in a video a few years ago, but isn't that just the coolest thing? That is awesomeness. Check out the way the guitar pick glows. And the way my skull I love playing with a black light. Not so much on the label. We're going with my Richard C. Otter Green Sea Monster. And I love the way the black light has an effect on that as well. And we are back. Got a fantastic lather made in our Philip Sharp 3D printed lather ball. This thing makes lather like you wouldn't believe. Unfortunately, Philip doesn't make these anymore. I wish the heck he did, because these are, and they're just gorgeous. So, that's all ready to go. We have a hell of a lot of growth to go through, because I'm lazy and I'm busy with trucking and all that stuff. Razors ready. PAA cube, the charcoal cube, is ready to go. So, hang tight. We're going to multi-speed, do some voiceover, probably have a little bit of rock music going in the background. Thanks. To better understand Viloma, let me go back and read from the PAA sales page. And I'm quoting, "Those eyes. This is the not-so-triumphant reappearance of Maria Orsic. Mystic, menace, evil, nemesis, muse. If you've been following the Agarda saga since the early high jump drop, then you'll know she never really left. She's just been waiting, watching, biding her time beneath the surface of the earth in a lost world of memory and scent. And now she's back, etched into the label like a ward, released like a djinn into the air with every twist of the lid. Viloma begins bright and enigmatic, lemon split clean, violet barely tamed, and a mysterious spice that pulls you in by the schnoz. Just as you start to settle, it shifts. Myrrh and oud swell like a distant chant, grounded in a creamy, haunting vanilla. Then, like memory through the mist, it roots itself in amber and aged wood. Warm, rich, defiant. Viloma literally means against the order, or reverse, against the grain. Vi meaning against or opposite. Loma meaning hair or grain, as in the grain of the body or flow of breath. We've said it before, but it bears repeating. Viloma isn't for the comfort seekers. This is for threshold walkers, for shave cadets who chase myth, question the map, and seek the hidden door that's somewhere just inside the shadows. Also for shaving. In fact, it's especially great for that. And if you suddenly feel as if someone is watching, you're probably right. We first meet Maria Orsic in the Agarda trilogy, and I'm going to link down below to that trilogy from the High Jump, Strange Island, and Agarda sales pages. Now, Strange Island is no longer made, but if you scroll down to the bottom of the sales page of High Jump, you'll see that second part of the story below that. On the label, you can see the El Fantasma, and in my video, you see me using the El Fantasma double slant safety razor. Now, El Fantasma and the Djinn also are part of the saga. They're also part of the story, and that story is located in the blog section of the PAA website and app. And again, I will link to that down below. So, that is a 3-pass. Couple spots could use a touch-up down here. But again, for as much growth as I had to go through, I love that double slant. Anyway, we're going to get this cleaned out and come right back. So, we have got her cleaned out. Yeah, that's, again, given how much growth to go through. Although I will say that in this razor, that strange lit blade is a tad aggressive. I thought about going with a milder blade, but being that this is a PAA shave, and Stranglers are one of my favorite blades. By the way, this is called a double slant, and in case you're wondering, the reason is, and I don't have one here to compare, the amount of torque, the amount of twist that's on that blade is twice what there is on a normal, standard slant. So it's definitely going to be a hell of a lot more aggressive. Open comb, Bakelite, I think. Awesome. Like I said, mowed through that like nothing. So, PAA alum, I expect some burn. Let's find it. Put it back in the jock to finish drying out. Given what it went through, there is some burn, but really not that much. I've had worse on less growth, so there's a whole line of these double slant razors. I know I've got this one, obviously, and I might have one or two others, but check out the whole series of them. So, aftershave splash. Now, what I'll also say about this is I took this in the truck with me last week, and I did put some on the back of my hands, and throughout the day, actually I learned that trick from Mike of Long Island Shaving, and I would smell it throughout the day as I was going down the road, and again, the scent would change. Not normally in my wheelhouse, but I'm finding that my tastes are definitely changing in the last little while, particularly with the PAA Continuum or Doppelganger Continuum series. It's really opened my eyes to different things. So we'll see what my girlfriend thinks of this later. I don't really get the lemon as much as I get the darker tones like the myrrh. I get the amber, I get the woodiness. I'm looking at my notes over here. The oud, I get that. Again, oud typically isn't a scent that I go for. But what I experienced with this the other day in the truck is that this will change as those top notes dissipate and those lower notes, those middle and base notes come through a lot more. But overall, I'm really impressed. I know several of my buddies have done reviews of this soap, this set and scent, and they absolutely love it. I will post links to their videos in their channels down below. So, hope I was able to show you guys something interesting. Your likes, your subscribes, and hit the notifications button. Always appreciate it. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know that some of you like me to see me do. So, anyway, that's going to wrap this one up for this week. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week, but I've got lots of ideas. So, stay tuned. We'll see you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.